I'm opening it right now so I can go over the things I like that they changed about customizing classes and shit like that. So, my initial takeaway on going from Modern Warfare 2019 to this Call of Duty as the resident Call of Duty player, Treyarch is very obviously making this into more of an esport than like a casual like war sim, because that's what Modern Warfare 2019 had, like a bit of an identity crisis of trying to be this super realistic like military sim, but also wanted to be like a professional like esport like it used to be. Because when it was older, it was more arcade with just military influence. Modern Warfare 2019, with the way the weapons customization worked and the maps and like how detailed a lot of the stuff was, people like to give Call of Duty shit, but like Modern Warfare 2019 was extremely realistic 90% of the time. This newer one, that's not necessarily the case. Like, it still has some realistic elements, obviously.
It's still based in realism. I would
say.
Like
it's grounded in reality. But there are the way that the perks, the classes, the guns, the way that all these little things work, and the way the maps and game modes work, they're definitely going for more of an esports vibe.
I mean, I can get behind that with Call of Duty, honestly.
I like it. There are things that they did that I really like. There's one thing they did that I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then there's other things that I'm just kind of like, I don't really like this.
Can we start with the what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, we can. You want to know what they did, Nathan?
What
they should have learned from like 7 years ago? Shotguns are secondaries again.
No.
Shotguns, pistols, launchers, melees. Those are your secondaries.
The models are back.
Right now, the two shotguns are the Spaz, which is semi-auto, and it's obnoxious, and this is just normal, like, pump-action shotgun that kind of looks like the trench gun, but it's not the trench gun.
If they're gonna make them secondaries, they have to be short, slow-firing versions of shotguns.
Or like
can't have an automatic yeah, exactly. You can't have a semi-auto full Spaz 12 for your secondary. God damn, that's just one-man army with extra steps or less steps.
Well, you say that. If that wasn't good enough for you, here's some of the things I'm kind of iffy on. So we'll talk about perks and wildcards. I don't know if you remember wildcards in the old games. They're kind of like an extra, really stupid perk.
Yeah.
Some of the perks that they thought were like, it's a little too strong to be a perk. You should only get one of them. So the perks, at least in the beta, are I think they're pretty fair. So in your perk 1 category, and this is actually going to bleed into one of the things I really like. In your perk 1 category, you have engineer, which just lets you see enemy score streaks and equipment and shit like that. And you can reroll care packages, which I remember. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that used to be.
Paranoia. This is my favorite first perk by far. It's definitely the best. There's a small little like tinnitus ring that you'll hear, and the very edge of peripheral of your screen will be yellow when someone's aiming at you from that direction.
Ooh.
This is in Modern Warfare 2019. I can't remember what the perk's called, but I used it a lot in 2019. High Alert, I think it is. So next is tac masks, which is your standard reduce or maximize resistance to flashbang, stun grenades, and you're immune to the gas mines. And then flak jacket, reduce explosive damage. They changed a lot of the second perks. They're like all not new, but like there's 2 new ones and then 2 like revamped ones. So scavenger is a second perk now. The other old one is tracker, where you can see enemy footsteps, and if you aim at them, if you aim at the enemy, it reveals them on the mini map for the team.
That's really good.
Assassin. Enemies that appear on your minimap, like someone shooting and appearing on your minimap, if they have a kill streak, like if they're on a kill streak, they will appear as a crosshair, and you get extra XP for killing them. And then the last is Quartermaster, which just reduces your equipment recharge time. Instead of like, it's only 25 seconds instead of like 30 or 40 or whatever it normally is. And your equipment will go over in a second. Okay, this is what I really like. This is one of the things they did that I really, really like. This is perk 3. Your perk 3s are Gung Ho, which allows you to use equipment and fire a weapon while you're sprinting. You can move at full speed while you're reloading, and you switch weapon faster. You take less damage from falling. It's a whole run and gun perk all in one. And you fire more accurately while sliding. So this is your Sweatmaster 5000 sprint around at full speed with a MP5K perk.
That's what I like to hear.
I respect it. So your second perk 3 is Ghost, which is what it always does. You're undetectable by spy planes or whenever you're moving, planting, or defusing bombs or controlling score streaks. Another perk in this category is Cold Blooded, which again, you're just invisible to AI controlled score streaks and you won't show up on thermal. And the last third perk is Ninja, which you move quietly.
And you're good at Fortnite.
They put all of the stealth perks in one category, so you have to only pick one of them, or we'll go into the wild cards. You have to take the wild card called, I believe, Greed, Perk Greed, and you can take one extra perk per category. So the wild cards are Danger Close, where you get extra lethal, like Frag Grenade. Lawbreaker is Overkill. You can just have any weapon in both classes, in both slots.
Mm-hmm.
Gunfighter, you get 3 additional attachment slots, and then Greed, you get 3 extra perks.
Jesus.
So right now, usually either run Gunfighter, depending on the class, or Perk Greed. A lot of people will just run snipers with Lawbreaker, and then you have a sniper and a SMG. That's like what I see a lot, but I'm above that.
This guy.
So one thing they did that made, besides all those perk changes, to make you, this is one of the first times I've looked at perks and been like, wow, there's not like this. These are your meta perks. Like you can actually make an argument for running some perks over the others in certain categories. And that's a lot of that has to do with them putting like Cold-Blooded, Ghost, Ninja all in the same, and Gung Ho all in the same class. Like they never did that in other Call of Duty, so you would always run like Ninja, Ghost, Cold-Blooded, or Ninja, Sleight of Hand, Ghost. Like you could run Ninja and one other like at the same time. And in Modern Warfare 2019, they got rid of Ninja entirely, and it was a score streak, and you could only get it every so often, so people camped all the fucking time because it would hear you. It was obnoxious. So I like that they brought it back into perk. The field upgrades are still, or the score streak things are still in this game. They put the only form of claymores as field upgrades, so you have to get them over like 40-second time periods. I love this.
Okay, good.
And then a field mic, which is, it just highlights sound. Like if someone makes sound in this circle, it highlights it on the mini map. It takes 3 minutes to recharge. Proximity mines actually takes 2 minutes to recharge, so even better. SAM turret that'll launch missiles at enemy like air score streaks.
Ooh.
Gas mines, which are the same thing as proximity mines, just for personnel more than anything. And then jammer, which is, you know, like a counter UAV in an area.
Alright.
And the only other shit that they added that's really fucking cool, so you know how decoy grenades are pretty worthless for the most part?
True.
Well, because in every other game, decoy grenades, you would throw them and they'd look like a grenade, but when it didn't blow up, it very obviously wasn't a grenade, and it made a really shitty noise. Like it was very obviously not someone. It was more or less just to fuck with people's map.
Yeah.
This one, it makes walking sounds, and it sounds exactly like someone walking.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like someone threw one at me and I didn't know what it was, and I was spinning in a circle and I thought the game was bugging out because I was like, why am I just hearing someone sprinting in a circle around me? It's good. The lethals are your standard frag, C4, Molotov, Semtex, and then your other equipment is just decoy, smoke grenade, stim shot, stun grenade. They got rid of flashes because they realized no one uses flashes over stun grenades anyways.
That's good.
And stun grenades are no fucking joke in this game. They completely disorient your vision, like you just got punched in the mouth. It's unreal. So they've done a lot of good. The game modes, they added half times to some of the game modes, like domination, where if you get stuck in a spawn trap, you're fucked for 35 minutes straight.
Oh, thank God.
There's now a halftime and the spawn swap. So I thought that was a good move. There's a new game mode, or at least it's new to me. I don't know if it was one of the shitty Call of Duties that I didn't play. They added this mode called Control. So it's offense, defense. There's 2 areas you need to protect, and you need to the other team slowly tries to capture them, similar to like a domination or King of the Hill kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Each team only has 30 lives.
Oh, so, there's a mode like that in Halo.
It's really good. I like it a lot. other little things. They increased the base health pool from like 100 something to 150. It really is just like one did made me think like they actually want this to be an esport title. So that's my my take on the new Call of Duty.
Now, what about zombies?
They don't let you play it in the beta.
Oh, you can't play any in the beta? Oh.
The only thing they let you play is multiplayer. Your standard multiplayer playlist. Fire Team, Dirty Bomb. Fire Team is like a big team mode on a big map. It's kind of cool. And then Warzone. They're bringing Warzone into the next one, which I liked Warzone, so I don't really care. But
okay.
Yeah, no zombies. I know that it's an entirely new campaign, like an entirely new storyline. Like it's in the same timeline as, you know, all the other zombies zombies editions, but it is its own timeline or its own continuation rather. It's not gonna like take place directly after the last zombies.
Oh, okay.
I think it's gonna be a whole new character.
So yeah, I was gonna say it's not even gonna be Richtofen and everyone.
No, I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
But I could be wrong, or maybe they'll release maps at a later date.
Hey, I'm cool with even more 6-hour-long Easter eggs to figure out what the fuck's going on in the lore.
I'm cool the first night the game comes out, we're all on and we're just fucking playing zombies for 5 hours straight.
Oh, goddamn! It's gonna be like 2013 all over again.
But that's about all I got.